Okay, boys and girls, today we're at Abandon Airport. There's some of the shops, or not the shops, but like concessions and stuff. There's the abandoned shack. There's the runway. It's one of the smaller airports, but still pretty big. Right here is the abandoned plane. We'll look at that here in a few moments. So here's the abandoned plane. We'll get some drone shots of it. It's a little grown up. I don't know how good we'll get to look at it, but we're going to try. It's very grown up. There's the wings. The motor. So looks like it's a horizontal 4. I'm not really for sure about all these planes. It's not locked up. Get up here on the... There's one of the wings. There's the cockpit. Looks like it's been ransacked. The window's cracked. There's the tailpiece. Here's the rear of it. Looks like the window's been busted out. So cool. So plane sat out here for, I believe, 20-some years. There's not much left of, well, I mean, there are plenty left of it. It's aluminum, but anyhow. I wish I could bring this thing back to life. Which, it's possible with you guys' helps. With your all's help. But, you never know what I'll do. So cool. So basically, here's how it all started out. This is the abandoned airport, and the hangars is on the far end, and this is like the concession or what the tell the forecast in and for flight. And basically, you go on down, and like I was pointing, there's the hangars, and then to the right is the airstrip. So it's not a really big airport, but it's decent for the location. And here is the hangars. So they are currently 2 planes that are in the hangars. And I talked to a old gentleman that was actually getting ready to take off for flight. And you'll see his plane here later and him taking off for flight. And we talked for about an hour or so. He was telling me all the information. All right, boys and girls. So here's the deal on this plane. I'm not really sure all the info about it, but if this video gets 10,000 likes, I will try to make something happen on this plane. I will try to make something happen, whether it's I buy it, whether it's I pull it out of the weeds and try to get it started, but we will try to make something happen. I have to talk to the owner and see what sort of deal we can work out, but if this video gets 10,000 likes, I will try to make something happen. So this is the plane that the older gentleman had. He was actually going to take it off for flight. It's a Cessna 172, I believe, and it is mid-80s model. It's a very nice plane. It's old, but it's very well kept up. It has, I believe, 2,000 hours to the next overhaul. It's got currently, I think he said 8,000 hours on the shell of the plane and the interior, and he's done new electronics to it. But basically, the older gentleman gives flight instructions, or he flies for, lets people fly that plane. And that's the reason why he still has it. He was back in the airport when it first opened up. So that was the early 80s and even in the 70s. So he was telling me the story about that plane that I was talking about wanting to possibly make a purchase on. And he told me that he was one of the first ones to fly in that plane and one of the last ones to fly in the plane as well. And he gave me the information about the man that owns the plane and how to contact him. So it's very possible that we might make something happen. Only if you guys will help me along with this, because I have to have help. And here is going to be him starting it. So, boys and girls, here is some bonus footage. I saw a Humvee on my way home, so I stopped and talked to this gentleman about it, and he told me he's restored it and everything.